Hello everyone, my name's Ed. Thanks for coming. Thank you for watching this series where we're going clubbing. We're dabbling in the strength tree. Since we're going to the club, we haven't found any party girls, so you'll just have to see if we find any. In the last episode, I started to put some points into strength and a couple other helpful skills. I was able to make a level 5 wooden club and a level 3 stone tool so far. So today's goal is iron. We need the iron to make the next club, and iron tools if we find enough books. Make a workbench and get the bicycle. And then the other thing is of course going to be working on this infection, which from the last episode I only found one honey and cured one infection with it, so now we are infected again, and now we will look for more honey to cure this infection. I was just cooking up some water here and getting things going and cooking for the day. This is smelting iron and clay in order to make forged iron we need for the workbench. So we'll be looking for books to make the next club. Hopefully get up to the iron tier. And then of course, like I said, as long as we find enough tool books, we'll get iron tools. And then the workbench will help us do that, because we need the workbench to make the next tier of club. And then the bicycle from Trader Rect is given when you complete that first tier of quests, because we are in no condition to make our own bicycle. We only found one book for vehicle adventures, and yeah, we're just not going to be able to do that on our own. So we're just going to rely on the trader questing to get that done. Put some more wood in here. I also have to finish moving things from the roadside to this attic of the garage of this POI. So there's lots of things to do today, and we'll see how much of them we actually get done. A lot of this game is inventory management, so here I'm just sorting things out, but between episodes during the night I place some farm plots and seeds, which will be revisited later. I finished making that batch of bacon and eggs, made the forge, and cleared a bit of space in the garage attic. I've been staying here for at least the first few nights, so I started to make some room and brought over the contents of the food box, which you'll see is that box here on the right.
If you drink all the coffee, I'll kill you. You want something? Don't let the door hit you on your way out.
So in order to cure this infection, I'm just going to buy honey from Trader Rect.
What are you, a zombie?
Since I have the money and I have the need, a mighty need to cure this infection. Oh, I can buy some eggs here as well. And I'll hold off on buying more meat. Here's a tools digest. That is going to be important in order to level up our tool crafting. I can only buy 2 for
Be
right
careful out there. You wouldn't want to get hurt.
We'll just go through. These buried supplies are really good for getting clay, but we're going to first do
Let's
these
get
couple
one thing
houses
straight.
and then
You're
go,
not working with me. You're working for me.
and then go diggity a hole. Infection is at 10%. Exactly 10%, so hopefully we got ahead of it enough. We make stone tools 5. That's good. And so here we are back from the trader, just sorting out items into this general materials box. This will eventually be expanded out in some later base to be specific categories of items, but right now this is just going to be a catch-all box. And this right one is just going to be food and meds. And then what we'll do is make a land claim block. And eventually we'll place this down. And we'll make the stone axe and stone shovel to flesh out the stone tools to be the tier 5. So that way we'll get that little bit of damage boost when using them to destroy things or dig and things like that. This progression path, it's micro gains as you continue along, unless you go from, you know, one level of stone and then all the way you jump up to like 3 or 4 of iron tools, and then you'll have a really big noticeable jump. So now with the land claim block down, I'll be able to pick up and move any of those workstations, the forge, the campfire, the workbench that will eventually be made, and we'll be using that to move biomes eventually. Okay, so we've now moved all our stuff into our temporary base here. Go ahead and do this quest, and remember to break things down for mechanical parts that we need for the workbench. Actually, I'm going to stop here at the working stiff tools and break all this down, because this is going to easily give us the mechanical parts that we need. And the wrench just broke, so we will have to do that later. I'll concentrate on the quest first, get this done, and can make then use the repair kit that I believe I still have at home. Mailbox. Pistol Pete, craft the 9mm. Through here. Yep, somebody in the closet. And another pitfall trap. Just have to watch out for anybody to come up and surprise us. There's a bag hiding in here. With nothing in it. There's the satchel for these retrieved supplies. Excellent. I got the structural brace mod. My tools will break less, like that wrench. You have to make it first though, and put the mod on the tool or weapon. I think it'll just use on tools though. Sneaky trash under the stairs. Now we'll go up here and see who we find. Look in the cupboards, hoping for any cooking books to help us finish that series. Since we have that point in Master Chef, it'll go much faster. Then we'll have to worry about it anymore. Much better here now. Now that my broken arm is completely healed, I can use the Tier 5 wooden club to better effectiveness. Another vehicle adventure, so now we have 3 big hitters. Still no Tier 6 club. Wooden club. Okay. So we do have 2 points available. So what I'm going to do is, so that way we get tool books, put minor 69er, and then more points into strength then. Because we'll be working towards clubs. The Pummel Pete, which will help us get the club books. sneak under here and get that trash. And that one too. This is mine now. You will leave it alone. Continuing to watch my infection just trickle on down. Hopefully it gets to 0. But even if it doesn't, this will at least buy us a whole lot of time to find the next honey. Two more rocket launcher parts. Just in the trash in the road. That's okay. We'll ignore you. Oh. Since we're looking for the repair kit, we'll stop in here on the way to the trader and fix our wrench. Because we're 4 short. A hobo stew, that will be great to work at keeping our hunger at bay. All the forged iron you can. Because we're gonna need it. More nails as well. All right, Rex, what do you got?
Great morning. I got a hangover, so just keep it down. I got work to do if you don't mind getting your hands dirty.
I've never been here before.
Can't say I'm not surprised.
See what that one's like together.
Good luck, kid. What's it gonna be, huh? Don't let the door hit you on your way out.
And here we are at the quest. It's a hole in the ground POI. Wilderness POI. explained this before in the last video, but these POIs that are not in a city are classified as wilderness POIs, and when you are in generating your map, if you go into the more detailed generation, you can set how many you want to spawn, being like few, normal, or many. So you can tailor your map to be as populated or sparse as you want in the constraints of that map generator. You can also control how much of the land is flat plains or hills or mountains, and how much of the world is of each of the 5 different biomes. So I'll go around here and see what we find. Anything in the water? Sharks in the water? We'll explore that later. That hole there. Now, we already have the courier satchel here. I could go back to Rect and finish the quest. However, we're going to take care of these guys. XP and loot. Nice. Pumpkin bread, blueberry pie. Just eat that while I'm in here too. Miso soup is a very yellow textured food apparently. Not like any soup I've seen. And with that tier 5 steel axe, tier 5 stone axe with the mod, it's 2 hits. So that'll make things a little more efficient. 2 hits to take down a 50 HP block of like a loot container. So that will be good. Just keeping an eye out in case they sneak a dog in here. There's a toolbox here. There. 2 more mechanical parts, and then I'll have to make a bunch more nails, and then we'll have the workbench to be ready for the next tier of club. Wonder if this is going to go outside. I think I got everything in here. That's where I came from. I did this. I went that way. Oh, I missed this part. Just you, Hoodie? He is tougher than the base level zombies, as you can see. He has a little bit of an armor rating to him, even though that is just a cloth hooded jacket. Stealth weapons do more damage. Nice. Let's see, we can put all of those mods on my weapons and my weapon and tools. I can repair this and scrap the rest of those pipes. Doing that is just accumulating a little bit of extra damage. And also, since I put that point into tool nipper, that is also helping the damage out significantly. And we go. Yeah, this was the exit to the POI. Most POIs have some sort of quick exit path. Whether you have to destroy a couple blocks to do it or not is something to be determined, but usually it's nice and easy to get out. You don't have to retrace your whole path. And since we're here, I'm going to take all of these plants as well, using the double harvest bonus from living off the land. So as far as building goes, having something in mind for a temporary, like when I go to each of the biomes, having some sort of temporary base each time. I'd like to see if anybody has suggestions of shaped things that they'd like to see built or anything like that. I generally try and just build at least one house and then kind of branch out from there. Because you can easily live in a POI, but a big part of this game is the building, so I like to go out and do that. You also get a lot of XP from upgrades, which is something, you know, free XP to build something and upgrade it from wood to stone to concrete and such. While my infection was healing, I got hit by those zombies and it drove my infection up, so we will have to get another honey. Since there's two quests of buried supplies coming up in his list of quests, that will get us out there so that way we can look for tree stumps again. Because the last one took us out by the wasteland. There was only 2 tree stumps that I encountered, and one of them was that first honey that I used to cure my first infection. I'll hold on to those Forge Ahead books for a little while longer. So I realized after I was wrapping up the recording, I only recorded half of the day. I must have hit the quick key for recording accidentally somehow. Thank you for interrupting me. As I was saying, I only recorded about half the day because I must have accidentally hit the quick key for my start and stop recording. So, what I did was completed a couple more quests for the trader. I got the bicycle, so now I can ring my bell and ride around. It's a lot faster than walking, of course. So with completing that tier 1 quest from the trader, we can now go to the burnt biome, because Rec told us where the next one is according to the game's progression. So we can make our way on over there in the next day or two. For right now, during the night, I was going to set up crafting for the iron tools. Finish gathering what I need. I need some more forged iron. That's cooking away here. And we'll get going with this. When it ticks over to day 3 and it's in the morning, I'll see you at that point in time. So thank you for coming and thanks for watching. If you're liking what you're seeing, go ahead and comment what you would want to see happen further on in the series, and particularly if there's anything of interest that you would like to see try and be built. As far as some sort of final place to stay, I was thinking if anyone has played the game Spore, I could build just one of those monoliths with the hole in the circle, and I could live in the hole up above everything. And we'll just kind of see where it goes. I need to restock my forge with some wood to keep this burning. I'll also have to go and get some more iron and clay. But thank you, and we'll see you in the next one.